What's up, Warhams? Today I want to talk a little bit about the influences from the 70s and 80s that gave us our favorite soup of dystopia, that is Warhammer 40,000. Let's go. I've said it before, I'll say it again, there is nothing wrong with artists borrowing from other artists. But in the case of Games Workshop's working with 2000 AD back in the 70s and 80s, it's less like them borrowing and more like them commingling. 2000 AD was a British comic book company that came out in the 1970s, almost exactly the same time as Games Workshop. And you know them best for that guy. If you know them for this guy, I'll see you at water aerobics at 5. Judge Dredd is the judge, jury, and executioner of Mega City 1. Mega City 1 is a dystopian hive city that is what remains of a gigantic nuclear war at the end of the 20th century. Judge Dredd is a biting British satire about American law enforcement in the 1980s. And it's clearly responsible for giving us these guys. These are the Adeptus Arbites, the cops of Warhammer 40,000. They are also the judge, jury, and executioner. This is absolutely no coincidence. Rick Priestley, the guy who wrote the original rulebook for Warhammer 40,000, also wrote the rules to the Judge Dredd role-playing game, which Games Workshop made in 1985. We sometimes forget that both of these were satires. Warhammer 40,000 is very much a dark satire about what was going on at the time. You can draw a straight line from Judge Dredd to the Adeptus Arbites. Since we're talking about 2000 AD's influence on Warhammer 40,000, we should talk about Nemesis the Warlock. I think Nemesis the Warlock's influence on Warhammer comes from his villain, Torquemada. Torquemada is a reference to the Spanish Inquisitor, Tomas de Torquemada. Torquemada first appeared in Nemesis the Warlock in 1980. He's a fascist who wants to wipe out all alien life from the galaxy, calling them impure. Sounds familiar. Anyway, if you know any more connections between 2000 AD and Warhammer 40,000, please let me know about them. I'm always up for learning new things.